All right, this is a video on how to make an open slap on a large hand drum. Now, there's really two really important things we should talk about first with the slap. Number one is it is a sound that it's not properly played, it can actually hurt your hand. So you want to be very, very careful about your technique while playing slaps. The second issue is there's so many different variations for how to play a slap. The one we're going to learn today is called open slap. There's a different slap called closed slap. It's entirely different approach. But even with the open slap, as you travel around the world to different countries, different continents, even different regions of certain countries, the techniques for how to play an open slap can really vary quite a lot, even from player to player in some of those regions. I'm going to show the one approach that is very common in West Africa. The reason why I like to use this approach is I feel like it gets a nice high-pitched sound, which is really important with a slap. That kind of defines what a slap is, a very high-pitched tone. It also protects your fingers a little bit. I feel like it's easier on your knuckles and on your fingertips. The basic hand shape is very different than a lot of the other strokes. There's no more flat hand here. For a slap, you're just going to let your hand relaxed. So it's going to be in a nice kind of gently curled position, just like if you held your hands at your sides, just entirely relaxed. It's very, very similar hand position to that. And when you make that position, what happens is when you strike the drum, you're going to make contact much more with your finger pads because they're hanging beneath or the lowest part of your hand position there. The other part of the relaxed hand position is you're going to let your fingers splay out a little bit. They're not going to be locked together. They're going to be relaxed, and there's going to be some distance and space between your fingers. The playing area on the drum is also going to be a little bit different. For the open tone, we were here maybe like a 45-degree angle. To make that open slap, what we're going to do is we're going to kick out our elbow just a little bit and let our fingers turn in at slightly more of an angle towards the center. And just like the other strokes, I'm going to initiate with my elbow, but since my hand and my wrist as well is so relaxed here, ideally, what's going to happen is my wrist is going to break a lot more in the slap as well. So when my hand comes up in slow motion, you might even see your palm facing out before you come down and make contact with the drum. In slow motion, that's kind of what we have. Making contact with the finger pads. There should also be maybe a light glance in the back of your hand beneath your pinky with the rim. If you're winding up really drilling it into the rim, you're probably coming more into the drum than down to the drum. That's really important here to get the right sound and to save your hands. So in real time, it sounds and looks like this. Fingers immediately rebound off the drum. Because I'm relaxed, they just kind of bounce on their own. But once again, I'm kind of making some contact with the rim here and ending in that position. If I make a series of slaps, I'm just going to come right off the drum again. I'm not going to kind of rest onto the drum. As always, work on both hands. Try it in your left hand, kicking your elbow out a little bit, changing that angle to the drum a little bit, making most of your contact with these three fingers on the pad. Light contact in the back of your hand. Good luck with the slap.